Yes, we're back. We're back again on X-Plane. We're back again to carry on our journey around the UK. And this time we're carrying on from where we were last time, of course, which was the Isle of Wight. Yes, we made it to Bembridge, and this time we're going to Lydd. Yeah, I had to think where it was as well. And we're in a new plane. Well, not for me, but it's a different plane. It's a DA62. And yeah, there's an add-on I've plugged in, which is why it's shaking slightly. We'll play with that on the way. Grab that guidebook to flying from the Isle of Wight, and let's go. So yeah, hi there, Steve here, and welcome back to X-Plane. Welcome back to this journey of mine, where we're going from Land's End to John O'Groats, the long way round. And yeah, we've made it to here, Bembridge, which is the Isle of Wight. Here's the route, ignore that, that's me flying last night. The route we came in on has been basically across to here. We're now going to go a bit of a longer jaunt, this one, 78 miles to Lydd. And then we're going to make our way up the west coast of the UK, up to Wick is our eventual aim, or John O'Groats is the aim. And so here we are. We're in a different plane. We're in the DA62. The runway is over there somewhere. So we will jump on board. Turn some electrics on. Now I have installed a couple of add-ons. Literally about 10 minutes ago as I record this. One called X Vision, which should improve the way things look. And the other one is called... if I can find it, XP Realistic Pro, which adds sort of sounds and things. We've got head shake on as well, so this could be interesting, or it could not be interesting. One of the two. Is there a fuel thing on this? Okay, that's shaky. It's been a while since I've flown this plane, so I can't remember where the fuel is. It's the one down here, isn't it? There we go, let's try that then. There we go. I like that shaking, that's quite nice. So put some lights on, and while we're warming up, we will program in our destination, which is Echo Golf Mike Delta. So let's go back. Echo Golf Mike Delta, which is Lydd. Activate. We'll see if there's an approach. We can. So we'll go that and that. Load. Activate. Okay, there we go. 71 miles. We're coming in over the sea. That's going to be quite nice. So if you're new to my videos, welcome. This is a series that's going out on YouTube every Saturday. Something from me from OMSI, the bus simulator, on a Monday. Something from Train Sim on a Wednesday. And something from either Fernbus or Tourist Bus on a Friday. So plenty of content from me. Please do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already. Let me just activate my panel. There we go, good old USBs. Have to unplug and replug to get everything to work. So, little nav map is saying that our altitude needs to be, well, 1500 feet, so we can go with that because we're flying with True Earth South. So we'll go 1500 feet. Let's release the parking brakes. And make our way out. So you should get those ground rumblings, all part of XP Realistic. Because obviously we were on a bit of grass then. I quite like that as a thing. So we've got to go down to the runway down here. And then do a bit of backtracking. For a plane that's easy to fly even, this thing's rather nice. We'll go straight out. And we'll go down, turn around. And then make our way back. So far I like the little sounds we're getting with XP Realistic, that's quite nice. So let's turn around. Okay, make sure everything's set. So let's just pull up a second. That was a bit juddery. Let's look at the panel. So oil temperature is just coming into the green. Amps are fine. Fuel quantity is going to be enough. We're okay. So 72 miles to be at 2,500 feet. Although we're going to be at 1,500 feet, so we haven't got to reduce altitude until we get to here then. So when we get to there, we'll reduce down to, we should hit the approach then. So lights are on. And we should all be ready to go. So let's do that. Airborne, just about. Autopilot on. Gear up. That's quite nice. That's a new noise as the gear's coming up. Quite like that. Centre contrail is quite new as well. That's part of the XP Realistic, I think. That's rather nice. Alright, let's just get it. There we go. So over St Helens on the Isle of Wight we go. And climbing to our altitude of 1,500 feet. So there's the line we're going to be following. So it's going to bring us in and make us follow that line. Should be accelerating then. Remember the speed of this thing is going to max out at 160, I think. It's a bit faster than the 172 that we have been in. So there's the coast of mainland UK, and the Isle of Wight we're leaving behind. I didn't realise this thing was this quick. So we're doing okay. Estimated time to the approach is 23 minutes. So it's actually, I thought it was going to be a longer trip, this one, but it doesn't seem to be. So I'm looking at the plane then. Really do like the DA62. Definitely a nice plane. Make sure we've got everything in the green still. That's doing okay. Yeah, all temperature's fine. Yeah, we're doing okay. See that at the top of the screen? Oh, it's different that way. That's odd. It looks, it's bars here, but when you click on the screen, it changes. Which I can turn the landing lights and taxi lights off now. I showed that ages ago. So yeah, really nice aircraft, this one. Let me get the view across. Can actually hold a few people as well. Let's clamber our way to the back. Don't know if I'd want to be sat back here, but that's not bad, I guess. I think this the row in front is the one to be in though. This one, if I wanted to sit, actually probably this side, wouldn't it? Let's just side shuffle across. That's not a bad picture right there. So yeah, as you know, I'm a fan of props, and I haven't really flown this that much. I'll see if I can have a look in a second and see what my time is in it, but it's not that much. I haven't taken that many photos in it, so that's a clue. But I do like I normally like a single prop, but yeah, this being a twin, quite nice. So where's that we're going past now? Let's have a look at our map, zoom out slightly. That is Chelsea. So this is set to the actual airport, so we should be following this line roughly. I'm going to go past Bognor Regis, Worthing, Shoreham, which I did think about landing at, but it seems to be not very far away. And then over some land, and then round into Lydd. So as the weather here in the UK today is actually quite nice, quite warm. Got real well weather turned on. It does look really nice. It's a little bit over sea, which is a shame because the whole idea of this journey was to look at true Earth, but it's over there. there is the UK. It's there. Definitely impressed with the speed of this thing. I forgot it was this quick. We've got a little bit of head shake going on. Be interesting to see what happens when we come into land for this new DLC I've put in today. But quality-wise, yeah, this cabin and this whole plane is just really, really nice. So a few legs, we might actually jump into some jets with this one. Maybe some of the smaller jets though, but I will do a couple of jet legs. It's a bit misty now, so you can just about make out the outline over there. So we should come further into land. Yeah, I didn't really do much flight planning there, did I? The idea is to look at true Earth, and I'm just skipping around the outside of it. But it's playing, yeah, I need to do more in the D8. For sure. Because it is a nice bit of the kit. And it's got a G1000, which is so easy to use. As you can see, startup procedure. Okay, I forgot to turn the fuel on, which is down here. So that was the thing. I haven't got my headphones on. So once the fuel was on, it started. I did like that rock as it started as well. That was quite nice. Is there a manual? There's a checklist for this. A little pop-out thing that comes down here. Look. So that's all fine. That's all fine. I don't want to open any doors really. Probably not advisable at this sort of speed and altitude. Can't see a checklist. I'm looking up here thinking I'm in OMSI. Oh hello, what's that? Auxiliary power on or off? Should I press that? Should be a thing? Oh, the engine might turn off. Hasn't the DA... Is the DA the one with the parachute? Or am I thinking of something completely different? No, something completely different than that. With a parachute built in. Definitely should get that. Right, is there an hours gauge in this to show how many hours I've logged in the plane? Because I bet it's not very many. Not enough anyway. Over there? It doesn't seem to be. There isn't an engine hours gauge or anything in it. That's a shame. Unless you know different and I'm not looking at it. Let's have a look in the nav map and see if there's any comms where we're going. There is. There's an ATIS, so we'll tune that in. 129.225. We can actually see how our progress is at the moment. Let's see. We'll zoom out. So it shouldn't be long before we're back over land, which is quite handy. So 129.225. I'll tune that into radio now. 129.22. There we go. So that's on. There we go. That's set in there. So you should get the weather and approach and stuff when we get a little bit closer. Now coming slightly more into land. And I am quite liking this little bit of head shake sort of movement thing we've got going on. I'm not sure if that's a head shake plugin or this XP Realistic Pro plugin that I've installed. But yeah, it's quite nice. So there we go, we're getting the Lydd information. 900 Zulu weather, wind 100 at 6, visibility 2, sky clear, temperature 12, dew point 10, altimeter 3015, arriving runway 03, departing runway 03 on Nigel advise on initial contract, you have Papa. You should be coming. Yeah, I can turn it off now. Thank you. Switch channel. There we go. Just about make out. It's a hazy day. It's actually quite warm here in the UK. Where I am, about 100 miles from where this is now. The weather is 15 degrees and sunny. And it's, as the date I'm recording this, 30th of March. So rather nice weather. I'm about to come up back onto land, so I might actually be able to see something. Soon, maybe. I've just got a good screenshot. I quite like that. There you go. Well, who wants to see it? Arabesque Flight. We've got a magazine. Well, you got some reading material, I suppose, while I sat back here. I think the worst place is to be. I can't even see the effects over the windows. Over the windows? Over the engines. If you like my flight videos, don't forget a couple of times a week we do stream some flying, a bit of multiplayer rather than single player. We'll be doing a couple of adventures. One where we're going across America currently, following a real life adventure done on YouTube by Aviation 101. Highly recommend watching that series, really good. So we're copying that in various sorts of aircrafts, from 172s that he did it in, all the way up to jets. So that's going to be on the channel as a series, so the streams of that. And we're also, when we get back to it anyway, continuing a journey down through South America that's going to eventually get us to Australia. So that's quite cool. So if you're into flight, into X-Plane, and you're looking for a community to join, please do check out the Discord server that I'll of course link in the description below. It is a brilliant community with a lot of flight fans turning up in there now, which is fantastic. Great to see more flight, but of course other stuff on my channel as well. We do some trucking in multiplayer. Yeah, I said do. We do some trucking in multiplayer on a Saturday night. There's some train sim in there. There's some Fern Bus, some Tourist Bus, some OMSI, and plenty of other strange games to come as well on Random Sunday, and maybe some farming seeing a return soon. Right, we're just about to scoot our way past some land. So that's New Haven. And we're about to fly over Eastbourne. Actually, the weather wasn't better, but I have got real well weather turned on. So yeah, a little bit sort of hazy, I suppose you can call the weather. Yeah, White Cliffs at New Haven. Looking rather nice. So we can track our progress on the nav map. So there we are. Fly over Seaford. And then over Eastbourne. And we're getting closer already. So what's this saying? 28 miles till we turn. So that's saying we should be at 2,500 feet when we get to that point. It's fine, we're at 1,500 feet. So we can stay at 1,500 feet until we turn onto runway heading, which is going to be there. And then I'll hit approach, slow it down, and that should line us up with the runway. And then we'll see what sort of lovely noises we get when we come into land. I'll link to the Orbx site in the description below as well. If you want to check out True Earth, because True Earth, now we're back over land, does look fantastic. So there's Eastbourne. carrying on over, back out to sea slightly. I'm loving this little plane. I did completely forget how nice it was. It's actually quicker than my Quest Kodiak. I don't think it's got the range that the Kodiak has. I wouldn't want to do a couple of hours flying in this, but again, there's a series done by Diamond, the aircraft company, where they delivered one to Canada, or two of them actually, to Canada, and they followed their progress on some videos. So they flew from where it was made up to Wick in Scotland, then over to Iceland, and then over to towards Canada, and in one of these. Well, they'd say it took two of them brand new to deliver them. Must be an awesome job, I should imagine, being a ferry pilot, just delivering all these planes. So there's Polegate down there, a place I've never heard of. And Bexhill, where Uncle mine used to live. And then Hastings. And I imagine we'll be out and around the channel. So if we look at our range, there's our plan. So I'm guessing we're going to join, we're going to GoCat, then we're turning to 037, straight onto runway heading. So it's going to be turned, so we're going to come in here, turn, straight onto runway heading. So we're not going to do all this twiddly around bit. It's in, turn left, and runway heading. And then we've got our missed approach to come back out again, and round and back in. But I think we'll nail it first time, hopefully. Hopefully. We've only got 18 miles, so 6 minutes until we get to there. So here's Bexhill on Sea. No, it's not. That's Eastbourne. I thought Eastbourne was further back. That does look really nice, doesn't it? I'm slightly biased, obviously, but I think it does look really nice. You could disagree. But yeah, really liking this little, no, wrong view, that one. So not got long until we intercept our approach. It's a bit of a misty journey, this one. Next time, it could be a different plane. Possibly even the newly released Duchess, because I do like the idea of that. Or something else. Every couple of legs we'll jump back in the old favourite, the 172, and do a leg, do a low and slow. But I wanted to do this one a little bit further. I'm trying to keep the videos to about sort of 40 minutes or so, because hopefully then they're not too much. So we've got 12 miles until we instigate the turn, and then I'll hit approach on the autopilot, slow the plane down, but I'm liking that little bit of shake we've got going on. I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens when we hit the ground, see what noises we get. I'm guessing it's is it tarmac at Lydd? Yeah, again, little nav map, loads of information. So it tells you Lydd, asphalt runway, It's got edge lights, got runway markings, it's got PAPI lights on it, so it gives you all the information you could need. Communications, which is the ATIS that I tuned into, RNAV, so transition GoCat, which is one that I'm doing, that's all in there. Weather, current weather, waypoints for navigation going in, and the airspace that's nearby. Tells you the altitude of the elevation of the runway, so 13 feet off above the ground. Here's the information on my plane. Tells you my ground speed on here, 176 knots. It's just brilliant, and it's free. I would quite happily, and I think a lot of people would as well, quite happily pay for a little nav map. It's just fantastic. Still just about see the coastline over there. Good. I keep real well weather turned on. I will do as we continue this journey, as we'll be carrying on over the summer. And I like the fact we've got this little bit of movement. It means we're not just sat in something stationary that isn't actually feeling like it's alive. I may have to trust the autopilot to bring me down when I hit approach, because trying to see a runway out there with this haze could be interesting. Alright, 5 miles now before we turn onto runway heading. It's a little subtle movement. I really, really like that. Right, as soon as we turn, I need to back the power off, because we're not going to be far away. It should come up here telling us that when it's going to turn. .3 miles to go. We've got a bit of a 6-knot headwind we're going into. Not making too much difference to this though. It's done really well speed wise. I'm quite happy to do a longer journey in this. Right, we're turning. So we're going to back off the power. And then hit approach. Put landing lights on. And then trust that the aircraft's going to descend us now. So here we are. So we've got to be there at 1,600 feet, and then into 300 feet. So here's the range. So there we go. We're almost straight in. Hope we gain the ability to see as we get closer. Slow down to 120. I'll bring the gear down. Can't see anything. We're looking for the little diamond that's up there to come down, and that should start descending us. In theory. There we go. Starting to drop, look. I guess level with our current altitude. Go, so it's going to start to bring our altitude down. Continuing to slow down. Back off a little bit more off the throttles. As soon as we get below that 120, I'll bring the gear down. Just about see land now outside. There's land. Starting to descend. Which means it's going to try and speed us up, so I will back off the throttle. All the way. And then listen for these new noises then when we bring the gear down. So gear coming down. Oh, we get a bit of shake as well because of the drag by the gear. That's really cool. Right, I do not have the runway in sight. Unless that's it. But it shouldn't be at that angle. Okay, so it's mucked me up slightly. Let's turn the autopilot off. Okay, it's a bit of a low approach. So it didn't actually line me up in front of the runway. I don't think it would have turned me again. There we go. A really, really good landing. Wow, that head shake. That's pretty cool. Right, depart the runway. So yeah, apart from the fact it didn't actually line me up with the runway. But yeah, misty day. Oh, that's the grass. But we made it to Lydd. That's the key thing, I suppose. Let's just taxi our way up here. Guessing there'll be some GA parking of some sort. almost afraid to touch the brakes now. Let's go over here. Park in front of the Cessna. Right, can I remember where the parking brake is here? Oxygen. Parking brake. That'll be that then. And we will turn the fuel off. Maybe. I've probably got to get my view in front of them, haven't I? That's quite cool. And there we go. We have made it. We have arrived at Lydd. We'll carry on from here next time and continue our journey. Not sure if I can drag the window over. Not sure yet where we're going to go to from here. We could do obviously what we follow. We want to carry around the outside of the UK, I'm guessing. So we could come over here to Manston. So might do that in the 172, a little bit of a shorter hop to Manston, and then I think it may have to be back into here, a bit of Southend, or is that too big? That might be too big an airport, Southend. So maybe up to Clacton. That could be interesting. Clacton. I might be see if I can get some others from the group to join me on that one, because that's going to be a little tiny grass strip. They're going to love that. And we'll come into Clacton. So we'll do that. So next time round to Manston, and then we'll go across to Clacton, see if we can get some of the others to join us in that one, and then work our way up the UK. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying this series. It's not getting a huge amount of views on YouTube, but hopefully those of you that are watching it are enjoying it, and it's something that I will be continuing the whole series all the way until we get up to John O'Groats. Don't forget to check out my other content as well. There says more X-Plane, and it forms some longer stuff where we do multiplayer, stuff from OMSI, stuff from Train Sim, and stuff from either Fernbus or Tourist Bus as well. So plenty of content from me, and do please check out the Discord server. I do mention it in every video, but yeah, it's well worth checking out. That's it from me then. Until the next time, if you have been, thanks very, very much for watching.